Hello everyone, this is Cain from CarolineCain.com. I'm a nutritionist and detox lifestyle mentor for women entrepreneurs. And I was inspired to film this little video for you today in response to the flood of questions and insecurities and semi-excuses that I've been receiving from a whole host of women entrepreneurs concerning my upcoming 5-week program, The Magic of Radiant Health. And so I'm recording this to answer your questions and to stop you self-sabotaging, keeping yourself small with excuses that now is not the right time or perhaps this is not right for me, and basically set your mind at ease so that you can really say yes to yourself, to your growth, to your life and to your business today. So I've got 7 questions for you, and they're right here on my laptop, so I'll just go through them. The first is, I have a lot of experience when it comes to the mind-body connection. And so how is this course helpful? Well, the mind-body connection, we've all heard about it. You know, it's all the rage at the moment. Even the medical community is recognizing the truth in it. Now, the way that I work with the mind-body connection, and so therefore in this program, is bringing it back to nutrition. Back to how the food that we eat or don't eat affects our mind, and on a physiological level affects our mood. And obviously, you know how this affects the body as well, and the body affecting the mind. So it's not so much the mind-body connection per se, in that your thoughts affect symptoms that you may have, but taking it the other way, basically the food that you eat, how it affects you on a physiological level, thereby affecting your moods and your thoughts. So that was the first one. The second one is, I have a lot of experience when it comes to health, well-being and making that connection. And I received this question from quite a few mind-body practitioners, yoga teachers, natural therapists, meditation teachers. And basically the thing is that, yes, we do have the knowledge. You know, when you're a health savvy, health conscious woman, you do have all that knowledge. You've read the books, you know what you should and should not be eating, or what you should and should not be doing in your lifestyle choices to really be your best self. And the thing is that we focus so much on this should not, that we actually end up not making changes because we think, okay, right now I don't have the time, you know, tomorrow I'll do that, or on Monday I'll do that. Or right now I don't have the surplus, I need to wait for this little thing here to be finished. And this is where it's super important to actually have someone guiding you clearly by the hand. You know, you may know all this stuff, but unless you've actually sat down and made it your everyday life in terms of nutrition, you know, not everybody can be a nutrition coach or nutritionist. It's really important to join, especially a group of women who can help support you and grow and hold you accountable to actually make those changes. It's one thing working on the spiritual, emotional side, the mind-body connection, but then it can become unbalanced by thinking that we actually then automatically know about how the body works on an internal level, at a cellular level, because we eat lots of salad and fruit, for example. And so the next question is, I don't have the time to invest right now into things that I already know and have experienced. And this is very true. We're all busy women. And especially when you really feel that you know something, you don't invest in it, whether it's financially or your time. But the reality is, if you're in a place right now where you have experienced that before, but somehow life has taken over and it's not part of your life now, that means that it hasn't been integrated into your being in a way that makes it second nature. Because the fact is that when it is second nature, of course life happens and you get busy and you do lose some of your good habits. You know, that's normal, it happens to everybody. But it doesn't happen to such a great extent that you start feeling physical symptoms and you really start, you know, remembering how, oh, I used to feel great. You know, I didn't used to feel this dull. I used to have loads of energy and I know what to do to get back there. So I'll do it, you know, next week or next month. And if this constantly keeps happening to you, this means that there's a fundamental lack of understanding just at the basic cellular level to actually make this a reality, and simple tools and tricks that you can use so that you know, it's in place for the long term. The next question was, but I do want to know more about food and how I relate to it and how it will help me to reach my goals. So this 5-week program is very much tailored to women who are health savvy, who are health conscious already, and yet somehow they realize that there is perhaps a block or something missing in their relation to, or in respect to the way that they think about food and their diet. And this is a massive part of the puzzle, which is mindset. It's one thing to know what healthy foods are, what unhealthy foods are, and you know, you've even experienced the physical effects of them. Until we actually understand why we eat and how we eat, that's only going to touch the surface. You know, yes, it'll go below the surface because food is so powerful. But we really need to bring in that mindset understanding of it. And that goes way back to our childhood and, you know, even the way that our parents were brought up. And in terms of it helping you to reach your goals, I mean, food and our lifestyle is absolutely fundamental. It really clarifies your thoughts and everything at a cellular level to clear the space to actually help you to reach your goals. If your cells and your body is clogged, this is also affecting your brain and your performance and the outcome. And you may still be delivering, but it'll be an uphill struggle. You know, you'll constantly feel like you're catching up like this and you've almost lost control of you and your health and well-being. Now, the next one was, I'm quite conscious about my eating. Still, there is something more that I would like to reach, such as losing weight, feeling good in my belly, being healthy at my core, feeling good in my body. And again, no matter how much you know about health and that you've been there, you've experienced it, perhaps you even do yoga every day or another form of exercise every day, or you spend a lot of time out in nature. The fact is that the food that we eat and understanding it at a basic physiological level is really important to help clear those last niggling symptoms, because it's not, although it's normal because everybody has something, it actually isn't normal. And there's not a particular diet for cancer, for losing weight, for this or that. It's just the basics of healthy eating. So if there is a symptom that you feel it's always there niggling you in the back of your mind, whether you ignore it or whether it really affects you on a daily basis, this means that there's work to be done. And it also means that this thing, no matter how small it is holding you back from your greatest brilliance. And 2 more questions. The next one is, I want to learn in a very light way, no effort, no pushing, setting smaller, softer goals as I do in my life, because that's the way I like it. And I love that point that was brought up, because that's exactly the way that I work. If I was handed a whole load of rules and, you know, musts and mustn't do's and shoulds and shouldn'ts, I wouldn't be making health my lifestyle either, because it really has to fit in with life. So the way that I work is to give you the fundamental understanding that you need, so that making healthier choices, making the perfect or the right choices for you becomes second nature. That you don't even have to think about it because it just comes naturally. So there's no pushing. The simple habits and tools and tips that I'll give you are really easy to put in place. Because, you know, I know what it's like being busy as well, and I'm not one of these people who's hardcore 100% this or 100% that. So it's really, what I'm about is really about making healthy living and healthy eating a reality in your lifestyle. However that looks like for you, because of course we're all different. And the final point that came up is, I would love to join, but I'm not available at those times. When are you next offering this program? Well, that is not a problem at all, because the calls, the weekly calls, are going to be recorded and emailed to you, which means that you can listen to them at your convenience wherever you are in the world. And we have a Facebook group which will be really interactive. So again, no matter where you are in the world or whatever time of day, you can log in and share your success stories, ask for support from the other women that are on there, and ask questions. And of course, I'll be popping in every now and then to the Facebook forum to answer questions and lend a helping hand and some pearls of wisdom too. So to stop keeping yourself small, keeping yourself stuck where you are now because you don't have the time, or you don't have the finances for it, or you actually know all this stuff, you've just got to get down and do it. I hope that this video has helped to motivate you and persuade you to make a decision today to really take you to the next level, to get you out of where you are now so that you can move forward. And to register for the program, you go to www.carolinecain.com/magic of health, and it's here on the screen below. I look forward to seeing you on the program.